Okay, I'm here at the Ross.
Hi, Diane.
Danny. Are you always here?
I'm always here. Well, almost always.
This theater has such a great history. Goes all the way back to the 60s with the first Sheldon director, Norman Geske.
Back to when they originally designed the Sheldon Art Museum, it was Norman's idea really to present film in the museum as art, just like sculpture and painting and what have you. So he worked with Philip Johnson to design the auditorium to be a multi-purpose auditorium that would enable him to show films as well as have concerts and lectures and whatever.
Norman developed a friendship with Mary Riepma Ross, and that was really critical for the future of the theater.
It certainly was. Woody Varner got the two of them together, knowing their mutual interests in film and art, and Norman explained to her what he had in mind, and she promised to start funding the program. Also at the same time, the National Endowment for the Arts started a film exhibition funding program for museums and institutions. And with that in mind, he decided to hire someone to take the program full time. I had figured I'd have a career in photojournalism. That's what I'd been doing for quite a long time. But since I kind of had this in my blood, since I back in high school days worked in the local movie theater, I said yes. And I thought, oh, I'll be here for a few years, get the program started, then pursue my photojournalism career, but it was too much fun. Here I am 39 years later.
What are some of the biggest changes that you've seen?
Well, the biggest change really is this building. As wonderful as the auditorium in Sheldon was, and still is, if we had to share it, and if the program was really going to make any progress, we'd have to have our own facility. And I suggested that to Mary Riepma Ross, and she said, why not? And then donated the money that we eventually were able to use to build this wonderful facility. We're really lucky. Very few cities the size of Lincoln has a facility like this, and we can really thank her for that wonderful thing.
What's kept the Ross so successful over all these years?
Really, our loyal fan base, our patrons, especially the Friends of the Ross, that was begun in 1981. Ticket sales and concession sales aren't enough, so we have to have the program subsidized with grants and donations. And really the biggest single contribution we have every year that keeps the programming going here is the membership of the Friends of the Ross, both individual and corporate members. That's the biggest single contribution every year to programming.
Danny, thank you very much, and again, congratulations on the award.
Well, you're welcome, and thank you.
I'm going to go try some popcorn.
Yeah, go right ahead.